Trump came out to Mar-a-Lago and for some fucking reason, set up a little podium and some people as if anybody gave a rat's ass to brag about how well his people did. Spoiler alert, they sucked. The only one that he thinks he can take credit for is J.D. Vance, and J.D. Vance had a movie based on his book. His book was called Hillbilly Elegy. He had an automatic country lock, and all he had to do was get the sign off, and he'd get all the regular Republicans. He'd said the right thing to the regular Republicans, which is Trump could be our Hitler, and he meant it in the pejorative, not as a good thing. And then he got Trump to sign off on him and grab those votes, and he will, you know, he has all the makings of a future Republican mansion for them. He'll cross the aisle and vote for shit. I got news for you. And it was a Republican seat already. We didn't lose anything. They just kept it 1-1. Yeah, Trump blames Melania, apparently, for picking Dr. Oz. Yeah, Vance is a douchebag, but his ego will protect him, you know, and keep him kind of in a narrower place. He's not going to be like a Marjorie Taylor Greene in the Senate. The woman who's out doing Murkowski a little bit, she has more of a tendency to do that, but the Fetterman election will erase that.
Looks like we got President Trump at the podium. We'll go to Mar-a-Lago live now.
Yeah, thank God.
Let's listen in.
I understand that very well.
I understand it very much. I know a lot about, I think I don't like to think of myself as a politician, but I think of myself as a politician.
So we're doing combinations of both. I'd like to...
Hold on. We're doing, I'm doing both, you know, grab hands and reach arounds. If anybody wants to pay the extra $50 for the VIP treatment, you can walk behind this curtain over here.
welcome the fake news media, which is back there.
You invited them, you fucking moron.
There's a lot of people back there.
No, there isn't. Again, that's Newsmax.
That's incredible. That's a
No, there is. Oh, God.
big group. They must be expecting something big tonight. Actually, they were hoping for big losses, but that's not happening.
No?
So the numbers have been amazing so far. Now, this is just up until this point. But as of this moment on endorsements, with the nominations, we had a total of 330 endorsements on nominations. This is only a nomination.
And again, like he got paid for a bunch of these endorsements, and most of them were like, are they sure things? Yeah, this is a sure thing, boss. He's like, okay, I'll give him my endorsement just so I can call it. Because he's building this mythology of him as the kingmaker, because that's what he's going to do instead of run for president. He's building the ring-kissing myth.
This isn't for tonight. And of the 330, we won 200. We won 324.
Hold on. Sorry, how many? What was the math on that again?
With the nominations, we had a total of 330
You had 330, okay.
endorsements on nominations. This is only on nominations. This isn't for tonight. And of the 330, we won 200. We won 324.
Yeah, look at his eyes. Do you think he believes this shit? Secondly, he's talking about the primaries and the races themselves. So he's basically doubling the fucking number. Is that... It would basically won everything. Yeah. So you guys are clapping, so it must be true.
If you think 224, and some of those were long shots.
It's 324 or 224. I don't know. 3-6, 30-6, 324, 225, whatever works.
In all fairness, they were down in fifth place. We had a lot of people in fifth place that went to first, but
he chose a lot of fifth placers.
it was 224 out of 330, and that's a pretty good number. And then
So he just said 324 and then back down to 224 out of 330.
tonight, because they kept saying, well, he's good on nominations, but is he good on the general election? So as of this moment,
yeah, okay, so that's the primary, okay.
we have some out there. We are 80 wins and 3 losses. Is that good?
No. That's shit.
Wouldn't that be funny if we were better on the general election than the nominations?
It'd be impossible, fuckhead.
So that's great. Now in North Carolina, just out, Ted Budd is now leading, doing great. He's leading 51-47. In Missouri, very good guy, Eric Schmidt is now up.
No, Eric Schmidt's a scumbag.
55-43, and he's
Gross.
against a Bush, but a different Bush. It's called an Anheuser-Busch. That's a different Bush. You tell me which is the real Bush.
Ew.
In Ohio, J.D. Vance is now leading, 52-47. And we had an incredible rally last night in Ohio. And you saw that in Florida, Marco Rubio, we had an unbelievable rally for Marco.
Because they were already winning. He went wherever like that their internal polls said they were going to win. The last three especially. That's what this is about. It's about creating the illusion of the Godfather.
The night before, with the heaviest rain I've ever been involved with, I was up there.
Again, you live in fucking Florida.
It was beautiful, everything. This is the tropics, right, Florida? It was so beautiful. It was the most beautiful night. And all of a sudden it turned deadly dark. And it was like you had massive pails of water that just fell on top of me.
Right. God hates you. We get it.
We went through the worst storm, but we got
The worst storm. Asshole, they just had a flood there that killed a bunch of people. The worst storm. He got fucking rained on.
it out. I had no teleprompters. We had 45,000 people out there. We had no teleprompter.
There was not 45,000 people.
And I said, I wonder what Biden would do right now. But
Biden wouldn't take people out in a fucking storm in a state where they just lost people in a giant flood and there was a huge storm approaching the state.
we gutted it out.
We gutted it out. You know what that means, right? You guys know what we gutted it out means. You know what I mean? You gutted it out. Like if you're in a situation and you gut it out, like a fish or a deer, or you gut it out.
And it was amazing. But Marco had a fantastic evening at 58-41.
Yes, because they were saying fuck you to you by voting for him. Same thing with Kemp, same thing with DeSantis.
That's really
That was really
tremendous. That's as of this moment. Katie Britt, I want to congratulate Katie Britt. We endorsed Katie. And
then do it.
she did fantastically. 68-30. That means she has a future. Young and just a fantastic woman with a husband who's great. He's maybe the largest human being I've ever seen. He was a offensive lineman in the NFL for a long time and a great football player, actually.
Yeah, she's the one who actually ran for office, you know. She's the one who just got the job. Nobody gives a fuck how big and potentially famous her husband is, sort of.
Played for Alabama.
Great, good to know.
But Katie, congratulations to you.
Yeah, Katie, congratulations to you for having a giant husband and the election thing.
And we have a lot of other good ones going out there. Herschel's leading right now.
Look at that jaw clench. Not so much.
So we have a lot of big
Yeah, but huge
races going on right now. So enjoy that, enjoy the food, and enjoy everything. And really, in all fairness, it is a great honor to have the media with us. And we hope you enjoy yourself and this wonderful group.
You invited them.
Group of people. These are the people that you read about. They are not the nicest people in the world, but they are brilliant financially. We're not going to see any great football stars in here, but we do see brilliant people. But
Jesus Christ. Basically, he just called the audience a bunch of wusses who make a lot of cash, and that's why they're hanging out at Mar-a-Lago and eating fast food with this fuck. Because they think this is a way to purchase influence. They're not, obviously they couldn't pick my pocket, but they are smart enough to talk me out of some cash that I have before I'm completely destitute.
but they're great people and very.
Yeah, they sound great. I'm totally convinced.
Very successful people, and they want what's good for the country, and that's why they're here.
What country would that be? It would be important to specify. I know you have the flags behind you, but I'm not taking that for granted.
And
This was last night.
I want to thank you all for being here. And again, to the media, thank you very much. Have a good time. Thank you.
All right.
To the media, have a good time. Thank you. And sorry if any of my supporters attack you, but this isn't one of my rallies. I can say thank you here because we're in a closed building and these people are all like the executive class. So I can, you know, I make fun of you for video reasons, but stick around and have a drink and meet and mingle with these people because I say that shit for the rabble, you know? What a douchebag.